What's going on, everyone? It's Josh Elbow. In today's video, I want to go over something that I totally forgot when going over my how to scale on selling on eBay, Mercari, Shopify, whatever type of drop shipping you're doing. I watched this video the other day and it completely reminded me of something that I forgot to do, so I want to share it with everybody in my Facebook mentorship group, and then eventually when this makes it to YouTube as well. So the thing that I forgot to post is scalability. So the focus in the mentorship group for everyone watching is I want you guys to, like, when I first started out 5-6 years ago, let's say, selling stuff online, starting my first business, like going through all these different like entrepreneurial like steps and stuff, I didn't have funds to do. Like, I was in college, I was paying for school, like I had maybe like $1,000 in my bank account type stuff. Like, I didn't have like I didn't have money to throw at a business opportunity to start to do paid marketing, to rent a building, to rent office space, to pay employees. Like, I didn't have those resources. So what do you have to do when you don't have resources? You become resourceful, like Tony Robbins talks about. So I wanted, when I do the mentorship program, I start everybody with drop shipping on free stuff like Mercari especially, and then potentially eBay depending on if you have money outside. As well as this, I started DipLab Cash Flow Positive. I started social media, Summit Consulting for the social media Cash Flow Positive. I started the Josh Elbow Mentorship Family Cash Flow Positive. So none of these businesses needed VC funding and capital and all this stuff to get started. And a reason because I like to do it this way is, one, like, sales cures all. I'm a sales guy. I love, like, if it's a real business. If you're selling, you're in business. If you're not selling, you're not in business. You can play business. You can, like, I've made a couple of videos about this already. You can play business every day of the week, but if you're not closing, if you don't have any sales coming in the door, you're not in business. You're lying to yourself, which is detrimental in the long term, which is why I focus all my businesses on sales. So with that being said, the focus for, like, the thing that I missed with these drop shipping stores is I start them all off selling electronics because electronics sell the easiest. I should have made 10 million like just selling those hoverboards when those were hot. The same way there were kids in LA making 300,000 with the fidget spinners and these car chargers. Like, there's plenty of opportunity there, but I didn't have the money at the time. I was a freshman in college when the hoverboards were hot. I was buying them for 125, selling them for 600. And there was actually the point of this video is scalability. You have to have something that can scale. So I'll get into that later, but I didn't have the funds to be buying multiple hoverboards. I could only buy like 2 or 3 hoverboards at a time because they were 125 a piece. Originally I was getting for like 200, but they were selling the same day they came in every single time. I didn't even know what Shopify was at the time. If I had a Shopify store selling these things, oh my God, let alone drop shipping, because I was holding inventory. I was buying inventory. I got my first one for free from a buddy. I like held that. I was like, yo, let me sell this for you. We'll split the profit type deal. He had 2, so he gave me 1. But the reason that would have been successful long term is because there was scale to it. So the way I started is there's no scalability to the general strategy for the eBay. But in the long term, once you make your first 5-10K, let's say, then I work everybody into like finding a product that's scalable. If you can sell the same iPhone charging cord 1,000 times, but you make $10 every time, that's 10 grand. Like, the multiple sales add up. So finding eventually in the mentorship program, I'm going to work everybody into, once you make that first 5 to 10K, let's say, finding a scalable product, because that matters in the long term. You can't, like, it's more different. It's more labor. It's more like really, really working. And yeah, we go over the investment side of stuff, like just finding cash flowing assets in the long term. But it's way more work to be on Facebook Marketplace and trying to find like a laptop that's for sale. If there's no laptops for sale, then you might not have an inventory to sell, versus finding a scalable product. So I do go over that. But when you're selling, so the point of the video, all in all, is you guys should be finding in the long term, once you get that first like startup money, so you don't have to invest anything. Don't invest, because I want you guys, like, obviously if you're not invested in it, you're not committed. But from a dollar standpoint, I want it to be cash flow positive from you guys, so you can use the funds from the business so that there's less risk for you guys initially. I guess there's no risk for you guys when you're starting this, but finding a product that you can scale in the long term will give you more success in the long term. The short term is just about getting cash flow in the door. So the first couple months, been doing the mentorship program since November. It's been successful so far. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, DM me on Instagram at @thejoshelbow, or email me at summitsme@gmail.com. I'll get you hooked up. Either the one-on-one's more exclusive, like super exclusive. The Facebook group you can get in. It's a lower ticket item too. The results have been great, but like you need to find something that can scale long term, like the social media marketing agency, like doing like the consulting. So like Lucas, for example, who's been in the mentorship program for like 4 months now. If he's doing Airbnb, double, what you call, like renting it out under commercial lease and then subleasing it out on Airbnb. If he can like create a system that he can promote to others and sell, same way I'm doing like my consulting program. If I have value that I can provide to you, it creates a separate stream of income that's scalable because you can charge monthly, you can double the prices like the previous video talked about. There's so many options when you have that value that you can scale in the long term that multiple people are looking for. So the bigger the marketplace, the better. So that's the point of the video. If you guys have any questions, leave it down below. If you're in the mentorship program watching this and you're in the group, just leave it in the Facebook group. And I'll make like a specific one for you specifically. As always, hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, leave a thumbs down. But comment like what your take on these videos are, so I can get some feedback. So if you don't like them, I can change to make them better. I can just cut it out altogether. Or if you do like them, be like, yo, these are good. Been enjoying them so far. Thanks for watching, everyone.